Time for the Other Mike segment, brought to us by the Athens Area Union Building Trades. I'm Russ Eisenstein, voice of the Bobcats, joined by the longtime and outstanding play-by-play voice of the Miami Redhawks. On camera with us here, Steve Baker. Steve, how are you?
Doing very well, thank you, sir. It's an honor to be back with you again.
Don't raise your eyebrows when I call you outstanding, longtime, and legendary, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Nobody works harder in this league or around the country than you. I want to ask about the momentum or the derailment potentially of momentum from last year. Gosh, the Redhawks get to Detroit. You beat the juggernaut team in Central Michigan. Hard fought, still a loss, but hard fought against Louisiana in the bowl game. The pandemic hits. I don't know if anyone else in this league has had derailed momentum because of COVID more than Miami has. What's it been like in that respect?
It's been interesting. Obviously the guys have hung in there and got ready for a season that they didn't think was going to happen. You get guys coming back that had left, like Tommy Doyle and Emmanuel Ragumba, and Danny Godlewski. You think things are going great, and then you lose your two starting tailbacks. You lose your starting tight end. You lose in the first game more starters up front on the offensive line. And suddenly things start saying, okay, what's going on here? I think you have some guys, trying to do too much at times, particularly on the defensive end. And, suddenly a 14-7 game can quickly turn around to the 42-10 game that we saw last week. Against Ball State, you hang in there, you lose your starting quarterback in that game, and you find a way to win. And that's what this team did a year ago. I mean, found a way to win. And it is, when things started to go bad last week, and give Buffalo all the credit in the world, because, I mean, they had it down. They threw over top of us several times, and, and all their receivers made catches. If you watch the game, we had 6 drops and 3 of them for touchdowns. It was one of those games where things just wasn't going right. Hopefully they put that aside, learn from those things, and get the momentum back and start to see a little bit of their mojo again this week as they get ready for the Bobcats.
The MAC championship win, and then the buzz around the bowl game, and it was a hard-fought game and a loss to a good program in Louisiana.
Yeah.
From the perspective of a Miami fan and the kind of red and white love and honor around this program, are you seeing and hearing the things of more interest in Miami now than maybe there was a couple of years ago based on all of that?
Oh, certainly. I mean, even in this pandemic time, we're seeing, the fans being excited about what's going on, looking ahead to what's going on. Games like last week don't help, but, it's still in a time when fundraising is impossible. We're able to raise funds. Football championship fund had a $50,000 matching gift. It was matched in a week. So the fundraising is out there, and people are excited about the program, where it's headed. They see the talent on the field, and they particularly see a lot of young talent on the field that is getting things done.
When anybody asks me about the workload of a MAC broadcaster or a broadcaster on this level, I always bring up you, because I don't think that there is a broadcaster in this country, therefore in the world, that does more for their university program than you do. When do you sleep?
These days, it's actually pretty decent. Working from home since March, you get used to those 8-hour nights, and it's going to be tough to get back to it in January when we're doing 100 events in a month, it looks like. But it's a labor of love for the university. Obviously, I earned a degree finally from Miami a year ago, and my daughters have graduated from here, and I grew up here, so it is something that I love. We do whatever we can, whatever we have to. It's kind of the mantra of the university, and every year ours gets a little bit more for a little bit less, but that's the business that we're in, unfortunately. And if I didn't absolutely love it, it would be a different thing. But I love broadcasting. I love broadcasting Miami sports. So the hours are what they are, and my wife gets rid of me and loves it. So
a whole lot of love with love and honor. Steve,
yeah,
thanks for the time.
Thank you. I appreciate it, sir.
It's the Miami Redhawks, and that's the other mic, brought to us by the Athens Area Union Building Trades. I'm Russ Eisenstein, and this is Bobcat TV.